Alolan Geodude Comm Day in Pokemon Go. Are you guys ready to get after it and have the most fun doing the best thing that you possibly can do is earn Stardust in Pokemon Go? So with all that said, you know what time it is. Welcome to the Trainer Club. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody. Let me know in the comments below, are you guys excited about Comm Day 2022, which is going to be in the month of May, which is going to feature the final Pokemon for the season of Alola, which is going to be Alolan Geodude, which comes with the bonus of 3 times catch Stardust. Yes, 3 times catch Stardust, and actually it can get you all the way to a 4 times catch Stardust if you follow these tips accordingly. So not only that, guys, I will also be playing in Amsterdam this weekend. So if you are in Amsterdam, I will be playing in Vondel Park in Amsterdam. So Comm Day will be starting off at 11 a.m. and it will be going all the way until 2 p.m. So our meetup will start at 10:30 a.m. I will be at the park. I hope to see some of you guys out there, and we will be doing a live stream as well during this day. So guys, definitely stay tuned. It will be towards the end of the day, and it's gonna be super early for everybody out there in the US. So with all that said, let's start getting into the top tips to break down the event, and then we'll start breaking down the tips to make sure you guys are fully prepared and able to play. And if anybody you know is playing Comm Day and not prepared, make sure to share this video with them. So like I said, the event time is going down on Saturday, May 21st from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. local time. There are going to be a lot of bonuses on this event, but the most important bonus is going to be 3 times catch Stardust, especially for myself. I'm really looking towards pushing to 55 million Stardust so I can finally max out some things. Even though I had to max out the level, I think it got all the way to level 46, Shadow Salamence, to be able to try to get that Mega Latios raid done in less than 30 seconds. We were extremely close. So if you do want to see that video, definitely check that out up here after this video is done. So there's also going to be increased spawns. There's going to be 3-hour lure module durations, all of the lure modules. There's going to be 3-hour incense duration as well. There's going to be 2 times catch candy. There's going to be 2 times increased chances of getting XL candy from all of the Pokemon that you do catch. There's going to be 1 extra special trade that you can do during the event and for up to 2 hours after. And then also, trades made during this day will require 50% less Stardust during this event time and up to 2 hours after. And then finally, there's going to be a group play bonus. Remember in the beginning of the video, I mentioned that there's going to be something that's going to take you to the next level with tips. Well, this is going to be the group play bonus. If done properly and caught enough Pokemon off a lure module, it will then change over from 3 times catch Stardust. It will then be replaced by 4 times catch Stardust. Remember, 1 Pokemon being caught, 1 Geodude, without a weather boost or anything like that is going to be 100 Stardust. If you 3 times that, that's going to be 300 Stardust. On a star piece, that's 450. But if it's 4 times, we're looking at 400 Stardust. Then we're looking at 600 Stardust for every single Pokemon caught. So every time you catch 2 Alolan Geodudes, you're going to be getting 1,200 Stardust. So if you catch 1,000 Pokemon, guys, you are looking at 600,000 Stardust alone, and that doesn't include a lot of the tasks that I have recommended that you guys have been stacking and saving up. You guys have been following my tips. The features of this event will include Geodude being evolved into Alolan Golem, which will then have the move of Rollout. Rollout will be 4 damage per trainer battles and 14 damage per gym and raids. You can, as always, photobomb with your AR photos. You get 5 of those. Make sure to take full advantage because they can be shiny. Obviously, the shiny feature will be Alolan Geodude in the wild, and then there's going to be the $1 research quest line that's going to be going on. I will put out a video for that. And just a reminder to all you guys, it's only $1, and it does get you premium items always that are worth more than the $1 spent. And additionally, you get the chance to get higher IV'd Pokemon coming from the field research, and even a potential high IV shiny if you do get lucky. There is also going to be ticket gifting for the first time ever, meaning that you are now going to be able to purchase a Comm Day ticket and then gift it to a trainer. And there's going to be a special box for 975 Pokecoins. You will be able to get 1 special incubator, 1 star piece, 1 lucky egg, and 1 elite fast TM. So essentially, you are buying an elite fast TM for this price. And then finally, there is going to be the stickers. If you guys want to see what the stickers are going to look like, you can pause right here, and then the shiny Alolan Geodude family. And I am so incredibly thankful and excited because I do not have a shiny Alolan Geodude. I have not been able to get that cute little Cheeto, and I cannot wait to get that one. I actually really like Geodude, Golem, and Graveler. I like that entire evolution line, and I think the Alolan one is also really cool, so I'm extremely excited about this. And finally, I want to give a big shout out to Dominic at Niantic for being able to help me make the Amsterdam trip possible while I am still over here in Europe, and we are currently in Portugal. So with all that said, let's not waste any more time and start getting off of my top tip, starting off with tip number 1. Tip number 1 is going to be the standard cleaning out your bag, getting everything ready, stocking up on your items, because look beyond just the Geodude, guys. I want you guys to make sure that you are knowing that this is 3 times catch Stardust, basically 4 times catch Stardust if you play appropriately. So, guys, we're literally looking at some of the best bonuses in Pokemon Go during this time frame. But let's get everything prepped out. So I'm gonna say to shoot for at least catching 1,000 Geodudes. I know it's gonna be a hard grind. That is gonna be approximately 333 Geodudes per hour. You can do this. Trust me, you can do this. I believe in you, especially if you're using the right tools to get you there, including the skip animation trick. If you guys wanna check that out, check it out up here. As far as the balls go, I'm gonna say 750 Ultra Balls and Great Ball combination. I know, for me personally, it's been incredibly hard to use all these premium balls. It has been crazy hard. However, I just wanna make sure you guys are prepped, so if you can do this, it's going to serve you the absolute best. And then as far as maxing out with your items go, guys, just remember that if you wanna max out fully, you're gonna need a grand total of 2 incenses, because remember the incenses are going for an hour and a half, so that's number 1. Number 2, I would suggest getting the lore modules. If you guys are looking at different types of lore modules, there's 2 different recommendations that I always give. The first recommendation is going to be that you guys use regular lore modules if you're playing in a nice big area. But if you're playing in a really condensed area and you're not really walking around too much, I would suggest going after the magnetic lore, because that's gonna pull the rock as well as the electric type Pokemon. So that magnetic lure is going to be extremely effective during this time. And then as always, go in there with pineapple berries. Pineapple berries are extremely effective because just remember, Geodude is sharing candy with the Alolan form and the regular form, so whether you do want one or the other, you can use this pineapple berry, and there's going to be a secret tip in here to help you get a lot of free XP during Spotlight Hour or evolution bonuses that I am going to give you guys, and pineapple berries are going to help out. So I would say if you're looking for extra XP and you do want to make sure that this is going to be a thing for you, I would say to go in there with at least 300 pineapple berries. Prefer you get towards the 500 mark and you try to use all of them during this day, because trust me guys, it's gonna be worth it once you do realize what the XP bonuses is going to help out with. And then finally guys, remember that 12-kilometer eggs are gonna be the best way for you to get star pieces, and since we're gonna be on star pieces the entire time, which means you're gonna need a grand total of 6 because each one goes 30 minutes, you will be able to catch all of your 12-kilometer eggs, which will add to your Stardust benchmark and to your Stardust gains for the day. So that's definitely something that you want to do. So with all that said, you guys are prepped with your items. Additionally, clear out your Pokemon storage bag. If you were in Sevilla, you have a lot of Pokemon. I have a lot of Pokemon that I'm holding on to. I'm trying to clean out some of these things, trade for those XL candies, and be ready and prepped to do as much as possible and be most effective. And the most effective way to be that way is to clear out your bag now and be proactive, because just remember, we have GoFest Global, then we have the GoFest Regular that's gonna be in Seattle, and if you're going to Berlin or if you're going to Japan for all of those, it's gonna be a great way to stay on top of yourself without having to go through and just massacre your brain and get really sad in the future when you're like, man, I don't want to delete any of these shinies. So with all that said, let's get into tip number 2. Tip number 2 is going to be the hidden bonus of this event. Before we start breaking down other things, the hidden bonuses is going to be something that's probably most people are not going to talk about, but just remember that when you evolve Geodude into Graveler, you are going to take 25 candies. But once you get it into a Graveler and it has been traded already, so you can trade all your Geodudes, that's what I'm gonna suggest you guys do here in a second. It's no longer gonna cost you 100 candies to do that evolution. It's only going to cost you 0. So for the grand total of Geodude all the way into Golem, it is going to take you 25 candies instead of 125, which is like, all right, but guys, just think about this. Let's say you go in there, you pineapple all of them, you got a ton of candy. Then you have all the Geodudes that you caught throughout the day. If you did follow my other tips, you cleaned out your bag 33%, you have a lot of space. And now that you have all the Geodudes caught, you've pineappled all of them, you have a ton of candy, what you're gonna do is put all these into a folder. The folder is gonna be 2 times XP for evolution, which is gonna come on a Spotlight Hour. We don't know the month of June Spotlight Hours, but I can pretty much guarantee you it's gonna be there. It's gonna take a little bit of finagling. Hopefully it comes right around GoFest or right before GoFest, guys. I really hope it does. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna evolve all of these Pokemon for free during the evolution time. So basically, I wouldn't even evolve Geodude into Graveler because you can save those because you know that they've all been traded. After you've traded them all, you save them in the folder, you're going to evolve them once, and then you can evolve them again for free if they have been traded, period, right? So that is gonna save you a ton of candy and it's gonna get you a bunch of free evolutions in Pokemon Go, which is gonna contribute towards your XP goals if you don't have that 176 million XP to get to level 50. So that is the secret tip, which is then gonna lead us to tip number 3. Tip number 3 is going to be getting closer to the event in Pokemon Go, right? So as we are getting closer to the event, I want to make sure you guys are in a downtown area. Schedule a place to play with your friends in a downtown park, in a place where one of the meetups has been scheduled, or the activations. If you guys do want to see the Pokemon Go meetup stuff, please check the pinned comments below. It will tell you if there's going to be actual in-person meetups, or if there's going to be an activation where they're not going to feature any really Niantic staff. The red pins will be able to feature them, I believe, and the blue pins will be where they are putting some resources into the parks around there, which is going to be lucrative, which may mean that there's going to be more Pokestops and things like that at those areas. And just remember, make sure to be out there with a lot of friends, because if you do catch enough Pokemon coming off of lure modules, you are going to be able to change that 3 times catch Stardust into 4 times catch Stardust, which is going to be worth it, which we will check out in the next tip, where we're going to be talking about IVs and PvP IVs. And then also, since we now have the new Mega system, guys, it's really important to Mega Evolve your Pokemon now, especially once you get it to a level 3. But even if it's level 2, you do get a boost in your Megas. If you want to see all the boosts and the details for the Megas, check the video out up here. We are going to be getting, it looks like, a 10% increase in the XL candy, and then eventually it will lead into a 25% increase in chances of getting XL candy. So the Pokemon that you do want to boost, because just remember, Geodude is going to be a rock type Pokemon, and it's going to be an electric type Pokemon. So you could use Manectric, you could also use Ampharos, or you could use Aerodactyl. All those Megas will yield you more, so whichever one you have at level 2 right now, do use it during this day. So with all that said, tip number 4. Tip number 4 is going to be all about starting the event. Guys, make sure once you start the event that you do go through your field research stack tasks that I have been telling you guys about, and you catch all of those Pokemon on a star piece. Activate your star pieces, hit best friend bonuses during the day, because everybody's going to be out playing, so it's a great time to add extra XP during this time. And then also make sure to put on all of your 12-kilometer eggs. You can even start them before the event starts and get them worked up, so that once you start the event, you put on your 6 star pieces, you will be able to go right into the game, be most successful. And then guess what, guys? You are then onto hatching those 12-kilometer eggs on a star piece, which can give you an extra up to 100,000 Stardust. But let's talk about the Geodude. So it's going to be 554 for the 100% IV at task level. If it is not weather boosted, it's going to be at 1108. But if it is weather boosted, it's going to take the 1108 and not make it the guaranteed 100% IV, because just remember, if the weather changes and it goes into boosted, the level 30 has to be a level 30 at this IV. It can't be a level 32 with that CP, because then it's not going to be 100% IV. Level 35 will be 1201, pretty easy number to remember, and that's going to be weather boosted in partly cloudy weather, and it's also going to be boosted in rainy weather. Which then let's talk about the Stardust during this time frame as well. Just remember how I talked about the 400 Stardust on the 4 times 300 on the non-weather boosted. But if it gets weather boosted, you'd be looking at a grand total of 500 Stardust per catch without a star piece, and you would be looking at, with a star piece, 750 Stardust per catch. So I hope a lot of people out there do get the partly cloudy weather and not the rainy weather. But just think, if you have been stacking up some of your field research that I have been talking to you guys about, you're looking at getting 2250 if it is a 500 Stardust per catch Pokemon, which is crazy. Which then let's also talk about the 100% IVs for PvP. So it's going to be a 114.15 in the Great League, and for the Ultra League it's going to be a 015.15. In the Great League it's going to be 268 ranked right now. In the Ultra League it's going to be 264. In the Master League regular it's going to be 154, and in the Classic it's going to be 207. And that's going to be without Rollout. So once Rollout does come out, we will look at what it's going to be, probably more towards when we do get the research that's going to be coming out, and seeing if it's going to be worth your time to participate. And the one thing that I think that really holds back the Alolan Golem from going after another level of PvP is that it is going to be double weak to ground, which I think is going to be a weakness, because there's a lot of pretty decent ground type Pokemon, especially as you get into the Master League. You have the Groudon, you have Swampert that can have Earthquake and things like that, which is really going to pose a problem for this Pokemon. But to its advantage, it is going to be double resistant to flying. So with all that said, now let's jump into tip number 5. Tip number 5 is going to be all about playing as much as possible using the skip animation trick. If you do want to see that trick, you can check it out up here. I will be making a new video for you guys to keep you up to date on everything that's going on with that and make it more efficient. Definitely as we get closer to Go Fest, because it's definitely going to help out. Number 1. Number 2, have all your eggs on like we talked about. Make sure to be in a downtown area. Make sure to coordinate with a lot of people. Make sure to use your magnetic lures if you guys need more spawns in a denser area. And then finally, I suggest you guys get up with some people that you can trade. I don't really care about the the XL candy, even though it is a perk and a bonus. But the most important thing is if you need that XP bonus is to trade with people that's going to give you the trades. You save the Geodudes in the folder, and then you get the free evolution from the Graveler into the Golem. So you're gonna get 2 evolutions only for 25 candies, which is really cool and effective. So with all that said, guys, I hope you guys are ready and prepped to get after everything you possibly can and have a lot of fun, and make sure to fully maximize out on everything going on during this day, because it's only gonna be 3 hours once again, and it is going to be worth your time. And if you're in the Netherlands, I can't wait to see you guys out at Vondel Park. So thank you guys for being here. To all my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members, everybody take their support, subscription, invitation to the next level. I'm gonna see you guys out on the next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.